life and having a good time. This is definitely completely overhauling my idea of getting high. So I'm feeling good. I think I'm going to eat a little bit more food, smoke another joint, and enjoy my last few hours here in San Francisco. One of the best places for weed in the world. Bon appetit.
So is this a quarter of a joint, half a joint?
This
is no joint, this is a puff, this is a hit? What is this? No, what would it be for? Half a joint, give or take. Half a joint.
So either a whole joint or no joint.
Oh, what kind of measurement that is?
Denver is not the first place I think of when it comes to Caribbean food, but I'm about to meet a local couple here who are going to change my mind about that. We're going to check out their restaurant here in the Denver Highlands. We're going to look at their grow and their dispensary where they've got their own line of edibles. Plus, tonight, they're going to make me a multi-course Caribbean cannabis-infused dinner. It's going to be incredible. Let's get cooking. Bon appetit. Hello.
Hey, I'm Don.
Hi, how are you? I'm Wanda.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Jezebel.
Thank you so much. So can you tell me a little bit about Jezebel?
So we've been here for about 3 years. We do Southern flair with the mile high attitude.
And you guys incorporate some Caribbean flavors into the food here, is that right?
Oh yeah, I'm a Jamaican chef. I've lived in Jamaica and learned all my flavors from Jamaica, so I have a little bit of that sort of hidden in a lot of our food.
And where do we get started?
Well, we're going to be eating this great brunch, so when we go this way.
All right, let's do it. That looks incredible. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me. So, Wanda, I noticed you have a really cool little pot pin. I take it you guys are cannabis enthusiasts?
We are most definitely cannabis enthusiasts, cannabis entrepreneurs, and cannabis professionals. We have been doing this now since 2009, when we were the first African Americans licensed in the state of Colorado to own a dispensary and a manufacturer of infused products. Sadly, as of today, 2015, we are still the only African Americans licensed in Colorado to own a dispensary.
But also, you know, an interesting part of us getting into business is what we're doing here is the food aspect of it. I've worked with people suffering, people with cancer, MS, etc., simply curing. Cannabis has really given us an opportunity to not just educate, but to help a lot of people, and we truly believe in that.
And by the way, the food is absolutely amazing. So what's after lunch?
I would love to take you down and show you our new dispensary, Simply Pure, which is just a block away. Then we'll go check out one of our grow facilities. And then this evening, my cannabis chef husband is going to treat us all to an amazing cannabis-infused meal. So
Very cool. So we've got a packed, weed-full day.
A weed-full day.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's do it. Welcome to the Simply Pure dispensary. This is our store manager, Nick Cole.
Abdullah. Nice to meet you.
And our facilities and compliance manager, Brian Moore.
Abdullah. Nice to meet you.
Food and letting thy food be thy medicine, we wanted to create a line of edibles that wasn't just sugar-based. We just want to give you more options to be able to keep THC and CBD in your body all day.
That's what I try to maintain on a regular basis too, is just full saturation.
A full saturation, absolutely.
I personally prefer just smoking flowers, like that's my favorite way, but I definitely employ 2 or 3 different methods in any given day to consume.
Well, let's show you some of your regular way then. Let's go over here and have these guys show you some of the amazing flower that we do here.
In addition to some really good-looking flowers, you've got some nice-looking waxes here. Can you check those out?
Absolutely. Currently, we carry Viola extracts and Craft. Both are really good companies.
And we're going to get a chance to go over and meet the gentleman that actually makes this over at Viola Labs. But it's pretty amazing how clean, you know.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
It's looking.
And these are the same folks making your live resins too. So
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they've got one of the biggest followings right now in Colorado. It's just some of the most beautiful stuff I've seen.
Wow. Super terpy, super like sharp smelling. So Wanda, can we see where your flowers come from?
Absolutely. Let's take a ride over to the grow, and we'll be able to see some of the shatter being made and seeing some of the buds in their natural state.
Great. And thank you guys so much for showing me your products. They look fantastic.
Hey, Dan.
Welcome.
How are you?
Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Viola Extracts.
Thank you so much. So this is where you guys grow all that great weed and make the concentrates as well, right?
Yes, we do. We grow some of the finest cannabis in the world and process it into some of the finest extracts in the world. So we pride ourselves on. So, you want to follow me? I can give you a tour of our facility.
Yeah. And let's see how you make wax too.
Awesome. This is one of our bedrooms. Here we have some Girl Scout cookies. My favorite, that lemon tea. Other favorite, that papaya.
I've tried all these strains except for papaya, I think. We'll have to see what it
Papaya's
looks like.
kind of new to me, too.
Papaya is phenomenal. It's an indica, but it's fruity, so you get kind of the heaviness with the fruitiness.
Let's see
You guys
these
to see these babies.
Thank you. Oh man, look at that variety of buds in here.
Yeah, so this is a final phase before we extract everything. This is some of our lemon tea. We have your favorite, the papaya over here.
So this just straight up smells like papaya. Yeah, it smells like so wild.
So these plants are just about done. We'll see what they produce in about a week.
Wonderful.
I just want to take you in our kitchen so you can see the next step in the evolution and actually see some finished product.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So Abdullah, this is Professor Piff. He's in charge of all our in-house extractions, and he's going to give you a little bit more information about our process.
Whoa.
This is our two varieties here.
Whoa. So what strains are these right here?
We got the Diablo Skywalker and this papaya.
So this is that extremely
It's
pungent.
the actual papaya plant, finalized and ready for packaging. You can tell we do a great job of capturing the aroma. If you got to dab it, you get the taste of it. It tastes exactly like that plant smells. That's why it's one of my favorite.
Professor, what is the difference between these two concentrates you've got here?
This one on the left was made with dried buds and it's shattered. And this one is the live resin and it was made with frozen fresh buds.
With it being concentrated, we definitely promote responsible consumption. It is a lot of potency in a small amount. So what you might get from a joint, we might get from, a little bit more than the end of our thumb. So we think you're consuming less. It tends to be a little bit better for you on the lungs, I would say.
And so I take it the next stop after this is the dabbing room. We got like a little consuming lounge here.
Colorado state law, unfortunately, doesn't allow for consumption on site. But I do believe we have a place we can go and enjoy some of Professor Piff's work.
Very cool. Professor, thank you for your time. Thank you. Very cool. Wow. That tastes so good, man. I mean, it's just like so much papaya flavor, you don't even expect it.
Well, that's another benefit of the live resin. You're not pulling a lot of the wax and a lot of the plant material because of the temperatures we're processing everything in. So that's why the potency levels are so high. What you're really getting to is the terpenes and the THC. So you really get to taste the flavor.
Wow, that is so tasty. Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. How was the growing at the dispensary?
Very cool. What have you been up to in the kitchen all day?
Well, actually, what you see over there, all the flour and bud, we're going to be turning that into a gourmet meal. So let me bring you over here and show what we got.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to go get ready for this evening and get everything set up and ready to go.
Great. We'll see you in a little bit.
See you guys later.
Get going on this right here.
So, what strain is this?
This is
A couple grams,
Papaya
easy.
strain as well. It goes very well with the sweet Jamaican curry and our mussels.
Well, let's get started.
Let's rock it.
So this is going to be the highlight of the meal. We're going to be making the base for our curry mussels.
All right, fellas, let's see if we can pull off another win.
Take some of that coconut milk. This is organic coconut milk. Has a lot of fat.
The convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season is in high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Do we need to change uniforms, man?
Drop that baby in. This is going to take about 45 minutes. So what I've done in the interim is bam.
Yes.
And a little papaya time. Because I always believe this, always got to test your butt.
You spent some time in Jamaica, and that's where you picked up some of your culinary skills, right?
Yeah, man. Put up in Jamaican culture and then teach me how to cook. I would never have to cook. So I'm always thankful for this country, Jamaica. I just can't wait till we can get that Jamaican.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This defense for the Cowboys, they
want to force slowly.
We gonna change uniforms, man.
Like I said, the trick with this
make sure
is really trying to get as much of
send it again
and some a little bit of the product as you can. What I like to do after I take a little spoon here, you see, sort of looking using it as like a press. Before we even take it to the next level, is here, taste that and tell me what you think.
Really sweet, but the butter balances it out a little bit, makes it kind of like slightly salty, and the cannabis flavor is there, but once again, it's only on the back end. You really only get sort of the aroma of it. I can imagine that's going to be great, nice, greasy, weedy base for a curry.
You got it, and that's what we're getting ready to do. We're going to put a clean pot back on our induction cooker here. We're going to put it on medium, which is about 250, 275. Let's pour the coconut milk inside our pot over here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make enough for 2 servings. So we're going to put, and roughly this is about 8 ounces of coconut milk. Once you see it bubbling, boiling, you want to get that temperature down. We want to sort of cook it at about 225 now. We don't want to burn up all that love and work so hard.
How the fuck we get an injury? What's that, a practice injury?
We're going to add a little bit of curry. This is a strong Jamaican curry, which I always think is best. I'm going to add probably about a 1/4 teaspoon of curry to my base. So what I need you to do is, you're going to be my stirrer there. Keep that stirring. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in. Okay, about 1/8 teaspoon of garlic. We're going to drop it in there. So the next thing we want to do here is we're going to add a little bit of our chicken bouillon. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of chicken broth there. We're going to turn up about 275.
Hope we still kicking.
Put a splash, just a little oil, just a splash of coconut. What we're going to do now is this is the next level of heat, and this is actually my version of coconut butter. So we're going to take 1 teaspoon of our love butter, I call it. It's a big teaspoon. Give it a little stir, maybe slow. I'm going to bring this down, really down. Okay, so.
here at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season is here.
All right, that's better.
Off we go in Week 11.
Damn, they ain't give us our socks, though.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The muscles are obviously thirsty for that sauce.
So I think we're ready to serve. What we're going to do now is just heat up the pasta. Then we can put them in the bowl. We'll greet our guests. And then we can rock and roll from there.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, dude.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill rolling to his right. And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch.
Now,
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Your salad. And guess what? Now your salad is.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
This is not a
first carry for Najee Harris.
Oh, yeah?
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I built all of this around.
Here's Harris.
All right.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's
You got to get that shit under control, fellas.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry for Harris, and he can only manage
There we
to
go.
get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago with a win over Washington.
There was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down and 8.
Another incredible time. Denver, one that's got your restaurant.
That's complete right side to Connect. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mindset there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at it.
It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
We do.
Good shit.
This out quickly, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Way too many yards, fellas.
Pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Maybe using some playbook. And we were hoping to get a couple recommendations for some strains that we're going to be using.
Absolutely. Already thinking about this dog walker that we have because of its broad terpene profile. There's limonene and beta caryophyllene, which is also found in black.
Wow, that is a really crispy bun. So what if we want to do something like a Hawaiian pizza? Party one, just call it pineapple.
Tom Times. Wow. I love that the texture of this bun actually kind of looks like a pineapple. It's like spiny, the hairs are like all sticking out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Really beautiful bun.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now a handoff as they run left side. And here's another tackle made at the line.
Oh, shit. The fuck we doing, man?
Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for the
bullshitting, fellas.
Now here's 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Way to get up out of there.
Off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
The point after is good, and it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
All right, play some defense, goddammit.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
All right. How much olive oil is this?
This is a quart of olive oil. So we just brought this water up to a boil. We're going to place the jars in there and then reduce it down to a simmer and let it cook for an hour.
Nick, I've heard of bechamel sauce, and I don't know exactly.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And then it'll thicken up, and that'll be our cream sauce base for the
Okay.
Tannehill will throw out wide. It's complete.
It's on me, fellas. It's my fault.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down.
You missed that.
He's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 4.
Let's start with the ones where the 40 start with the force lights to use ground first. Tomato sauce. And once you get that spread out, and the next step is going to be putting the fresh mozzarella on. We're just going to add a little bit of this before we cook it.
So this is the dog walker.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. Bulldozes past it.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
We beat this.
A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the right side with Harris.
What the fuck? Turn around.
It's a fumble.
What the fuck, man?
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game.
Bon appetit. That has been really
Ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
This is a person. This is a burnt pineapple cured coconut.
There's a couple
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So this is
The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill.
Good D. Good coverage sack, fellas.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Everybody in Portland's been so generous to me. And last time I was here, I had one of the best edibles I've ever had. Sour Bites. And these supercharged little Roblox gummies. And I'm about to
with
go
a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
To the guy who makes these to bring a bunch of them to the party.
Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Damn, good shit.
Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field, breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Lobster butter. It's got that sweet but like salty taste.
Well, the man is Komet, the tight end. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot,
Good
turned
hit.
it into a nice game.
And they'll bring him down at
Should
the
have coughed that shit up.
Mango, orange, green apple, red.
You know what? I had some pineapple weed earlier. That was really delicious. Let's get some pineapple in there. Wow.
On second down, this is Harris.
Maybe
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
How about mango? Okay, so pineapple, raspberry, mango.
Here's Tannehill.
Fruit flavors. And
Good hit, good hit.
Incomplete. The rush comes home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse.
One more time.
Instead, it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
wow.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll get that complete.
Okay then, fellas.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Okay. We'll find something to do. Orlando, how did the bot...
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they get something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I think we can.
That would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.
Good shit, good shit.
For a Cowboy touchdown.
there's a lot.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
Okay, this is
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Good, man.
Dude, this was so fun. Thanks for showing me how one of my favorite edibles is made.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
You guys get the first piece. There's a Hawaiian pie.
And a quick throw here. That's
Yeah, no more of that
the
bullshit.
Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off play action, Tannehill. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 7 yards to pick up there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. All wide open. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses.
The fuck just happened, fellas?
A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
From the red zone now, Tannehill.
Give me my ball back.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Denver, one of my favorite places in the world. And I'm here to visit a guy.
Here's a quick throw right
Good shit.
and in for the Steelers touchdown. Cole Kmet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
All infusing cannabis. Let's do this.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here.
We know better next time, fellas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
I moved out here. I'm a transplant from New Jersey. Moved out here about 15 years ago.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ever since then, this has been a goal of mine. Get a bagel shop up and running that's just like we have it back east.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I've heard that you also do a cannabis-infused lox. Is that
We
right?
sure do, yeah. And we'll be cooking that and trying that later. But for now, why don't I show you around the place?
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
About About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before the break, Watson. Going deep for Diggs. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Let's go. You wasn't trying to get these motherfuckers momentum, though.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A short kick taken at the 18.
Hold on to the rock.
Pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
All right, so we got to play a certain way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you in the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the points that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Ooh, good hit.
Hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is taken at the 23.
Ooh, motherfucker blocked me in the back. God damn it.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
There's a big event going on right outside our restaurant, and we decided to take 2 things we love and try to put them together and, show our support for the cannabis industry. And we decided to make the first act of
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the
motherfucking home.
The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers on 1 play.
All right. We got some of those too.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So 1 slice is a pretty mild. Yeah.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Watson on third down.
Oh, wow. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
We're just going to dump it right in. You see the really cool bubbling right there. What you're seeing is actually the trichromes floating to the top. So you've got some nice little THC floating to the top with the
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a second down and 6.
What is matzah? Matzah is like a Jewish cracker to most people, but really it's bread that represents...
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
We've got our smokes, and that's pretty much all you need to make this. First, we're going to beat the eggs. We'll go 2 tablespoons.
Tannehill being chased out left. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
I don't know what happened, fellas.
Before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So Shabbat dinner, it's a Seder dinner. It's every Friday at sundown. Jews are pretty much getting ready for the day of rest, which is Saturday.
Shall we say the prayer? I will.
To throw is Tannehill.
Hello, I keep letting these motherfuckers get their shit off.
Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Tannehill scoring on a 2-yard keeper, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point, hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips from the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Sort of tone to like the Jewish religion. Like, you know, I wrote an article about the week thing, and all of it
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
he's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is the small.
Rifles one that's intercepted.
That's game.
James with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it to give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game. Just a 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's got some help from his receivers as well. They've been so
locked in.
And the drops have been at a bare minimum. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Harris. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now I'm going to finish this joint, have a little bit of smash, and then I think it's about.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Usually the time when you smoke a J.
Yeah.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught.
They're going to give me a tour of their production facility.
Wow.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in.
Knocked him there.
Najee Harris taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're very versatile. Into a lot of stuff. You'll see when we get asked out against
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson wants
Wow.
it, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Yeah, that's 20 straight minutes. We really want to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved in the water. After that, we'll just toss all this fruit into that sugar water pot.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We'll take all these oranges later and add them to our fruits by dehydrating them. These are going to turn into the delicious little dried fruit. Yeah, so rather than just tossing all of this fruit in the compost, we would like to repurpose it.
They'll run again with Harris.
Fine mesh strain, and that's going to get all those leaders.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
The strain that we're working with is from our grower,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Yeah, well, this all we have to do is just add in like a few drops of our food grade ethanol into it. So that's just kind of
now again, right side, Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is really cool. I can't wait to try it. Since we can continue
and one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
I imagine the bed aspect of it is pretty great. What's the breakfast like here?
Well, today we're going to be doing a number of things, starting with these crepes featuring Jamie's Elixir.
Is rolling a crepe anything like rolling a joint at all? Because I roll a lot of joints. Like, if it's anything like that, I can probably pull it off.
It's similar, and I think we can do it.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Then
one last throw here for Watson.
Look at this shit.
Another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover.
Definitely need to get another QB.
The statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.
You've been part of a French toast.
Terrible, fellas.
Toast. You can do whatever fancy crepes. And so then our final touch is we'll do just a little bit more of this orange cream yogurt. And then infused orange slices.
Oh, wow. That is a good-looking breakfast.
Do you think you can handle more breakfast?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we have a savory application for the elixirs. Remember the pineapple lime jalapeno?
Yeah.
So this is going to go on a southwestern inspired egg dish. We have some chilies that we're going to stuff with some eggs and peppers and some really sweet pork sausage. We'll put the jalapeno lime syrup on top.
All right. You guys definitely have some really tasty weed out here in Washington. Props.
Thank you. Breakfast.
Ooh. Let's do it. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to start with the crepe.
Oh, my God.
Wow. That was a really good crepe.
It was
Thanks
so
much,
loud.
Anna. This is awesome. Jamie, how infused do you think this is based on how much of the syrup is there?
I mean, this tastes like anyway, one capsule on Amazon.